It's Loving the Strange with Carrie Jones and Sean Farrar. Loving the Strange, a podcast for weirdos and those who want to be weirder. Embrace the strange. New episodes every Saturday, live streaming Fridays. Loving the Strange. Check us out. Hey!
Hey, what's up?
Welcome to Loving the Strange.
Hey, thanks for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
No, thank you. So this week, we're not going to talk about... Oh, there's an echo, baby.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that.
I think
I do. Hold on. Should be good now.
He's going.
My bad.
I think we're all good now. So anyways, Sean has got...
assistant didn't show up tonight. Sorry.
So Sean's going to remember to talk loud.
Oh, yeah.
And because Doug Marshall told us that Sean needs to talk louder. And we're going to talk loudly, not about facial shapes, which I just got obsessed about.
Seriously obsessed
about. But about strange world records. But before we go there,
yeah,
can I say that the reason I got upset, Joe Pagan said, Sean already talks loudly. No.
Oh, that's not true at all.
Totally true.
Jesus Christ.
Language.
Liars.
A long time ago, I had this theater class where I had to imitate my boyfriend. It was in college. We were both in the same class. And afterwards, the professor was like, which one of them is louder? And they're like, him. And they're like, which one is quieter? Her. Which one has more expressive, like, big arm movements? Him. And that would be totally true about you and me, my friend.
No way.
Honey, you're so much louder.
I can be high contact sometimes, but I don't use my arms, do I?
Yeah. I've seen you almost take out and kill people in an airport before while you were talking. Yes,
that's walking.
Like, he's got these giant elbows, and they're like lethal weapons. Like, they're this big compared to my face. And all these little old ladies are always like right at his elbow height. And in elevators and airports, back before COVID, he'd always turn around. I'd be like, and I'd have to try to save the old ladies from the evil of his elbow. Hey, Doug Marshall. Hey, Dee. Hey, Sayre. It's so good to see you all. But this episode, sadly, is not about facial shapes, which I just really got obsessed about because I was at a Zoom meeting, a board meeting, and I was drawing everyone because... That's what I do during Zoom.
You're bored, huh?
I'm not necessarily bored. Drawing helps me to focus. And I was looking at everybody's facial shape, and mine was so weird compared to everybody else's. And so now, every time I see my face, I'm like, that's a weird shaped face, Carrie.
You know, people, like 92% of my life is made up as being therapist.
And you're complaining?
No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm seriously just kidding.
Anyway, so then we only had a tape measure. So then I started tape measuring everybody's face.
She did.
And then I was trying to determine what kind of face shape I had. Yeah. And that's the kind of enjoyment and excitement that is in our house on Friday nights. But instead of talking about that, sadly, we're going to talk about world records because Shawnee wanted to.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know, man.
I think it's pretty cool. Number one, some of the things that people come up with or think of, and some of them are kind of gross. You know, if you have an issue with your body that you cannot help because it's genetic or whatever, or it's some sort of a disorder, that's not gross. You can't help that. But some of these people do things on purpose. That's kind of gross. The one I have up first on my screen is the furthest distance to squirt milk from an eye socket.
Wait, from your eye?
Yeah.
Wait, why would you squirt? How
wait,
what?
You do that? I don't know. Somehow you have to get the milk in there. And then you got to squirt it out.
How do you squirt anything from your eye?
I don't know.
Dude. All right. Tell me your source and explain to me what the heck you're even talking about.
Can we take a time out?
What? Yeah.
Go to Kate's thing, because that's
love Kate.
hilarious.
All right, so Kate posted over on YouTube, my dumb self thought actual records, like documents all around the world.
I feel so stupid now, because that would be like an intellectual thing to do, I guess. Strange documents from around the world.
That is a great idea for a podcast.
Yeah, it is.
And much more intellectual and interesting than people squirting milk out of their eye.
Anyways, the record is 9 feet 2 inches.
I still don't understand. You need to explain this more.
Does not. No, I did not do research in my little article from thefactsite.com. Okay. Does not tell me how one goes to get milk in its eye and then squirt it out.
All right, so I'm going to just Google people squirt milk out of their eye.
Yeah, go ahead.
And apparently there's a great many YouTube things.
Oh, I bet there is.
Videos. But I have just found a Huffington Post, that article that says how to squirt milk from your eye, not that you should, by David Moy. And it says that as far as shocking talents go, few are as gross as the ability to squirt milk out of one's eye. It's pretty repulsive to do, but also relatively simple if you don't mind snorting milk up your nose.
Is that how you get it in there?
I guess so.
Screw that.
All right, first off, time out.
What?
We here on Loving the Strange do not endorse snorting milk or anything else up your nose in the attempt to have it squirt out of your eyes.
That's for darn sure.
Time out over.
If you want to put a little bit of like chili pepper up there just to show that you're a man, go ahead.
No,
but not
a man.
Snort it up your nose. Oh my God. Whew. That'd make a fella run down the street naked.
Okay, so apparently there's a duct that we all know about between... I'm so sorry. You just got me so distracted with the running down the street naked. But apparently there's a duct between your eyes and your nose. And if stuff goes into that duct through your nose, it can go out through your eye, right?
But how do you physically force it?
All right. Allegedly, this is a direct quote from the biologist Chris Krishna on Huffington Post, and we'll have the link in the podcast notes tomorrow. But he says, all a person needs to do is get that milk into his nasal cavity. Notice he's using male pronouns. All a person needs to do is get the milk into his nasal cavity by breathing, he explained. He holds it there without breathing out. So then the pressure inside there builds and builds and builds, and the milk can't get out their nose again, and can't get out the mouth, so it has to go out somewhere.
So they pull down their thing to expose their, what is it, their tear duct?
I don't know, man. It just comes out.
It squirts out. See? That's messed up.
It goes out your eye, and it's not safe, man. Like, you don't want to fool around with your eyes. Like, and it can mess up like how you cry and stuff. Like, you don't want to do this. Don't do it. Hey, Joshua, it's so good to see you from the Philippines. It's Zaire is in India. And I feel like we're just presenting the best of the United States in this podcast.
We gotta go on some trips. We got hosts already.
I know, we're gonna come see both of you. But hi, shout back to you, my friend.
Worldwide listeners. That's fantastic. Now, I think this is like a long-term record because I've seen this guy around for a while.
Is it about milk eye squirting?
No.
Did you say what the longest one was?
Yeah, 9 feet 2 inches.
That's wild.
That's longer than something else I'm going to talk about later when the kids are in bed.
But your kids to bed now, folks.
This fellow named Gary Turner, he's got a disorder. He's a British man. He's got a disorder called Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. It's a problem with the tissue that connects skin, ligaments, and organs.
Okay.
So he can pull his skin away from his body 6 1/4 inches.
That's like, how much?
Well, a dollar bill is 6 inches, exactly.
Okay.
So it's that far away from your body, he can pinch a piece of skin and pull it out.
So like this far. Whoop. Markers.
Yeah, pretty close.
Wow.
I guess. Only because I know how big those markers are.
Wow. And it could, like, how far can you pull your skin?
Oh, man. Well, it depends on what skin it is, I guess.
Chin skin.
Oh, that's about 4 or 5 inches.
Like, ow, it hurts.
No, actually, you can't move your skin very much, can you? Pull it. The most you have is like your elbow where you have to have natural room to flex it.
I'm like now like trying to pull everything. I have stuff in my elbow, but I can only get like maybe it's not
Strain
very far.
your arm, you'll get a lot more slack, honey.
Oh, all right. What?
That's the slack position of your elbow, hon.
Oh.
Straight arm.
Yeah.
You feel all that skin down there now?
It's not a lot.
Or if you were like 95 and you had the turkey waddle.
Oh, yeah, arm, right here.
That's a good 3
Your
inches.
triceps,
Natural
man.
right there.
I do a lot of Madonna workout in my attempt to get real triceps, but I keep failing.
You got to get on stage, baby.
I want Madonna arms. Anyways, so Kate says that people with EDS can stretch their skin really, really far, which
Apparently
is amazing to me because I can't.
I can't either. Apparently.
All right. Do you have another record?
I don't know. What am I carrying this show?
No, I'll do. Oh my word. That was so rude. All right, so I have from BuzzFeed News. As you can see, Christopher.
That's what I was laughing at. Christopher
Walsh said, he said, what a lovely shape your face has, Carrie Jones. I think he might be lying, but I still love him anyway. All right, so there is actually a record for this. And this, I'm like, what? Because why would people create this record? You have got to be like stoned or drunk or really bored to do this. But it's how many toothpicks.
All the above.
Or all of the above. Hey, it's by Harvard, Maine, where we're podcasting from. But how many toothpicks you can put in your beard?
Toothpicks in... Well, I'd have to grow it out a little bit.
Yeah, man. But like, I don't know if I can figure out how to do this. Hold on. But keep talking about beards and toothpicks. The record is actually 300. What?
You're moving me around. I can't concentrate on beards and toothpicks.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Here. Does that make you feel better?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you do your thing, baby.
So,
I'll do mine.
I was going to try to share the screen, and I'm not sure if I can do that or not. But I'm going to give it a good attempt, right? Just so everybody can have a visual who's listening to this versus, seeing this versus listening to it, right?
Yeah.
Here you go. Can you see that?
Oh, that's awesome. That's like a porcupine.
That is a man
with way too much time on his hands,
who has
no ladies in his life to talk to,
or men, who apparently had he was just like, oh, what can I do? I need a world record I can go after. I'm gonna stick toothpicks in my beard, and he has 350 toothpicks in that beard.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think he ever brushes that beard though. See, I can't have it on.
You can't have none?
No, I would not be able to handle a flea-ridden type of beard. It's got to be calm. It's got to have some of that beard scent oil in it. You know? Friggin' heck.
But can you imagine just like sticking all those toothpicks into your beard?
If he took the time to do something like that, I would have hoped that he would at least go to the grocery store or something with them still in there.
Oh.
Just for the shock value.
I am so sorry.
What?
I messed that up. That's not 350 toothpicks.
I thought you were a little bit off on your count, but I didn't want to call you out.
No, you should have. It's 3,500 toothpicks in that guy's beard.
You really... If the number's got more than 1 0 on it,
I just
lose track.
I'm like, how much money did I make this year? $10 or $100,000? What does it matter? I don't know.
What does it matter, man?
Numbers. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Was that your world record?
That was my favorite one.
I wish I could do that what you just did, because this is really a visual one. But this lady called named Kim Goodman. Once again, this is from thefactsite.com.
Maybe
She
I
can
can find
pop
it.
her eyeballs out of her socket.
No one wants to see that.
12 millimeters. And
No
I
one
don't
wants
have
to
a
see that.
conversion chart right in front of me handy, but it looks worse than a pug. A pug dog.
Oh, wow.
It's
All
crazy.
right.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I can probably pull that up too.
You do it, baby.
So I edited a couple years ago
Edited what?
a story.
Boom.
Where
Yeah.
for a client, and one of his characters had this, like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This disorder?
Yeah, and it was like really like sad for the character.
I can see that.
People were so mean to him at the grocery store and stuff.
It's called proptosis.
Yeah.
And it's not really, it's just an ability. They don't call it a disorder.
It's just an ability. Like, can she pop them out and pull them back?
Well, oh yeah. If they don't stay out like that, why would you only get to do that one time if they stay?
Well, no, in the story that I was editing, they were staying. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like they come out. You can't use them as boxing gloves. Pop somebody in their own eye with your eyeball.
What is wrong with you, man?
Well, you're talking about stories and stuff.
What is wrong with you? All right. Does anybody have any interesting records that you want to bring up in chat?
Even if it's a personal record.
Dee had one about longest finger. What's a personal record, babe?
Oh, geez, I don't know, but I might possibly hold the world record for most poops in one day.
That is not something you should share.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna snort laugh. Don't make me snort laugh.
Maybe it's most toilet paper used in 24 hours. Maybe that's the record.
That's not something like it. No one's talking. No one's talking.
Nobody is talking.
They're all like,
okay. I do have a guy.
Dee said she might have you beat. Dee and Shaun can never live together. It would not be all right.
Not in a house with a septic tank. We'd have to be on town water and sewer. I gotta go to a different site real quick. I did have the longest fingernail.
I have a picture of it.
Oh.
Hold on. You keep talking and I'll share the screen.
But I do have the longest fingernails, which is a woman, and that's all the fingernails together.
Oh, I'll combine.
Yeah,
that's not my picture.
No, this is the one I was talking about originally for the longest fingernail. What is it? How long is it?
It was 909 centimeters. What?
That means nothing to me.
All right, 358 inches, American man. Yeah.
Just under the tapeworm they pulled out of me last year.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Again.
That was my thin year. My body, I didn't weigh much.
So anyways, this lovely man is from India, and he started growing his nails all the way back in 1952.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and according to this, which I shall read verbatim, and it's from Guinness World Records, this man had an incident with his teacher, and allegedly one of his friends had accidentally broken the teacher's long nail, resulting in Sridhar and his friend receiving a beating from the teacher. And when they asked why he was so angry, the teacher replied, "Unless you grow long nails, you will never understand the kind of care required not to break them." And so then they started growing their own fingernails.
Dang is right. You know what's interesting? It was at the top of that. It said they confirmed the record in 2014.
Yeah.
But he had his nails cut in 2018.
I wonder what that was like.
Also, did you see his fingers? They were all messed up. Do
you think from the weight of holding those fingernails?
Yeah. Like they were really not normal.
I would never be able to do that.
No, you couldn't do that.
I can't either.
Because I can't walk around behind you holding your damn fingernails all the time. What a crap job.
So John Bell said,
"What's the one I have now?"
What's your job now?
I work, cook, and clean.
John Bell said, how about those women with 5-foot-long fingernails? You know, they don't work, cook, or clean.
See?
And they sure cannot get rowdy in the sack.
Yeah, but they can't scratch you either. They can only hit you with the rounded edge there.
Oh, Doug Marshall said, I guess that wiped out the record. I think that was about the toilet paper.
Oh. I don't know. That's funny. Wiped out the record.
Oh, boy. All right.
Wiped out the other R word. Anyway.
So another interesting...
Wait, we're still on fingernails.
Oh, do we
you
have
never
to?
let me finish.
It's because it creeps me out, honestly.
The most cumulative total is 28 feet 4 inches for Lee Redmond, who's an American. And her nails
Country
are like,
Pryor?
I'm going to say they're like 3 feet long, almost off each finger.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Ugh.
That's like, how do you use the toilet paper?
Like by yourself.
But how do you use the toilet paper when your fingernails are that long?
You must have to hire somebody to wipe your ass.
Language.
What?
We're on Facebook. People get snippety here.
Really?
Yes.
Snippety people can... I'm sorry, what? I love you, baby.
You're so much. Right?
I'm not high context. Tell me another record.
All right. So another record could possibly be the highest jump on a pogo stick was 11.15 feet.
Really?
So that's almost 2 Sean Ferrars.
I'd pass out if I went up that high. 11 feet, Jesus.
And the smallest bowl ever. Would you like to see the smallest bowl ever for the people who are watching? Because it's kind of amazing and pretty adorable, honestly. There's some white rancher-looking type people standing with this bowl, and again, this is from BuzzFeed News, and the guy has a big beard that could possibly have 3,000.
They don't look like ranchers. They look like they have a home rehab channel on HGTV. What are you talking about?
See, there's a pretty little green jug, and their hydrangea that's all dead, and their itty bitty baby bull.
It's a baby bull? Is it a full grown bull?
Yeah, it's a full grown bull.
That's full grown?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, it pissed all over their feet. You see the wet spots on the walkway?
That's drool.
It's not drool. It's right under its little wee-wee.
That is by one of his big feet. It's not right under his...
No, that's where the dude's boot was before he moved it, see?
Well, anyways...
That bull peed on all their feet.
Well, I don't blame him. His name is Humphrey, and this bull is only 26.6 inches tall, which I think is small for a bull.
And they shaved it like a poodle.
And it was cute. I would like a little baby. D said, home remodel ranch style on HGTV.
That's exactly what it was.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
All right.
Oh, Doug Marshall did say maybe it wasn't the bull who peed.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe the bull's just getting a bad rap.
Well, I was just going by the evidence. I didn't see any wet jeans. So the bull's the only one that can pee and not wet himself, honestly.
Oh, man. Do you have another interesting,
I
or bizarre?
About the family in Mexico.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah. And you know what? I want to say, I feel sorry for them, but I think they're kind of
cool
about the whole thing.
Then don't feel sorry for them, because that's sort of an ableist attitude.
I know.
All right.
That's why I hesitated. I was just being honest. But
now you've had enlightenment and you realize that's stupid?
Dude, I've had enlightenment since the day I met you. It's been constant. I mean, I'm up to my 6th level of enlightenment in some issues. Because you've had to tell me 6 times and couldn't clear my head. But anyways, there's 19 members of this family spanning 5 generations, and they all suffer from the rare condition of congenital generalized hypertrichosis. I said that right the first time.
I'm so proud of you.
That means your face and torso grow a considerable amount of hair. So 4 members of the family have around 98% of their bodies covered in hair, and were awarded the Guinness World Record for the most hairy family in 2000.
Wow. But why would you make a record for that? Like,
well, that's them empowering themselves.
Yeah.
Because the 4 of them are in a pool looking like they're just on vacation at some resort.
Yeah.
Or maybe they have a pool in their backyard. Who knows?
I'm jealous of that.
They might be billionaires. They might have a hair care product company.
That would be cool.
That's right up their alley.
He was thinking Bull is his dog. I think you're right, Sayer. Like that Bull does seem like that guy's dog.
Yeah, that's like a, I don't know what kind of breed of dog. But
also, I can't believe Sayer woke up just to listen to us live.
Well, what time is it?
Ooh, middle of the night.
Sayer, what time is it where you are?
Hopefully Sayer will tell us soon. Doug said, is it regular hair or, down their hair?
I'm going to answer that question by saying that a lot of it, like the facial area, it looks like beard hair.
Like beard texture?
Oh, yeah, kind of curly.
All right.
You know what I mean?
But they might be naturally curly-haired people.
And body hair is just body hair. It varies everywhere.
Why did you lift up your shirt when you said body hair?
Well, because I got those big poofy tufts under there, baby.
He has no hair. He is not a very hairy man.
You know when I get sweaty, it's all matted down.
Not true at all.
Nah, I don't have hardly any body hair.
It's probably the only thing Shaun and I have in common.
Lack of body hair?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
anyways,
people think I shave my arms.
That's TMI.
I don't think that's too much TMI. Like, my arms have no hair on them. It's really boring.
Too much TMI.
No.
That's like a double entendre right there.
Too much.
All right.
Information.
All right, give me another record before I have to go to my happy page.
You don't want to hear my anecdote about Sarah Silverman and her hair?
Oh, sure.
All right, so when we were little kids, there's a comedian actress named Sarah Silverman, who's a little controversial because she's a comedian and everybody is. But in 8th grade or 7th grade, 8th grade, I think, 7th grade, we had this thing called Early Man Unit, and we were all sitting outside in this big field, and we did stuff like archery, and we built like shelter structures out of wood and stuff. And I have to
start a fire with like a bow and a stick.
Yeah, pretty much. Like we did everything that kids are no longer allowed to do in school in the United States. So we like built weapons to kill animals. Like pretend you're Early Man and build a weapon. Like
spear.
Yeah, there were a lot of spears going on. And the overachievers made bows and arrows. But anyways, we were all sitting in this field, and Sarah was there. And my bestie Jackie Shriver was there, and Sarah was just like super depressed. And we're like, "What's wrong, Sarah?" And she was like, "I have too much hair on my arms. I have too much hair on my arms. Look at the hair on my arms." And she had hair on her arms, and I'd always been so jealous of her hair. And I was like, "What are you talking about? Everybody makes fun of me because I have no hair on my arms. My arms are hairless." And she's like, No, beauty standards mean you don't want hair on your arms. And I was like, "Sarah, you're the most beautiful person ever. What are you talking about?" And I like have this whole thing. And Jackie was just there like, "I'm in between the two." And we're like, "Yeah, you're normal, Jackie." But I'll always remember like Sarah, who became quite popular and celebrity-ish, like that huge insecure moment of having too much hair on her arm. So I wonder how people like, that family deal with that. Like you kind of probably just have to own it and make it work for you. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, I think they made it work for them and the best they can. You got to own it, especially if it's your whole family. You just got to be comfortable with it.
Yeah.
You can't stop you living your life.
Bigfoot is sexy. There's nothing wrong with a lot of hair.
That's right.
Shot to your face. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, people.
Whatever you say, baby.
Politicians write naughty stories about Bigfoot and still get elected. So I think you can safely say that Bigfoot is sexy.
Who did that?
Politician from like a middle state. I think they were a Republican in the United States. I'll look it
was
up.
Like a Bigfoot eroticism story?
Yes, it was.
Oh, wow, that's amazing.
Hold on, I'll find it for you while you continue talking.
Well, I've gone to my site that's elitedaily.com.
Well, that sounds...
That's the adult site for records. Like the oldest male porn star.
Kate, this is taking a turn. Yes, the oldest male porn star.
So he was born in Tokyo as Shigo Takudo.
Okay.
Took up being a porn actor when he retired at the age of 60. Now, well into his 80s.
Wait, so he started his career as a...
Yep, 60.
Wow.
As a finely tuned man that can control himself. Not soil his underwear. Anyways, now, well into his 80s, he's starred in more than 350 adult films. And he's considered the undisputed king of Japanese mature porn.
Is it all like Grandpa goes to the rodeo? Grandpa visits
Hey, I'm not going to discuss the subject with you because you'll be saying, language, and being embarrassed. And this is not worth it.
All right.
There's so many categories that involve the older man.
You know what we should do? We should have a podcast that doesn't go live on Facebook, so we don't have to worry about the censors. We could just do it like on our Patreon or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? Because you want to talk dirty?
No, I just don't want you to be censored.
Oh, I don't mind. Keeps me in check a little bit.
All right. So, anyways, going back to Bigfoot. Apparently there's a politician in Pennsylvania who has been looking for Bigfoot like his whole entire life. But there was a politician who tweeted about Bigfoot erotica. And his name is the same. He's the same guy. No, it might not be the same guy. This guy is Leslie Cockburn. He's a Democrat. He was in Virginia running for a U.S. House seat. And he apparently shared a tweet with a screenshot that was supposedly taken. Oh, okay. I have the story wrong. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Take two.
All right, take two. A Democratic politician who's a female named Leslie Cockburn. Leslie can go either way. She's running for a House seat, right? And so she shares a tweet in an attempt to take her Republican rival down from his Instagram account, and it shows Bigfoot with his private parts censored out.
Yeah.
In the thing.
Right.
Right. And so then here, I'm gonna show everybody the picture because it's censored. You see it?
Yeah.
All right. So then these are the two politicians, Denver Riggleman, who's the guy who's posted the Bigfoot thing, and Leslie Cockburn. And sorry, the name.
You know what? I just gotta say, Leslie didn't win because there's nothing good about Cockburn.
I didn't realize where that's supposed to go. So anyways, her tweet was super mean. It was, my opponent, Denver Riggleman, running mate of Corey Stewart, was caught on camera campaigning with a white supremacist. Bad. Now he's being exposed as a devotee of Bigfoot erotica. Not what we need on Capitol Hill. Okay.
And people probably loved it, didn't they?
I don't know. But I'm saying, like, take the guy down for being a white supremacist. He's obviously a big poop if that's how he feels, right? Yeah. But let the man have his Bigfoot erotica.
I'm telling you what, Carrie is a proponent of Bigfoot erotica. Oh my God.
You're such a liar.
That and the tentacle stuff. I mean,
such a lie. Such a liar.
I don't even know who she is sometimes.
You're such a liar. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for listening to Love Exchange. We're going to end the podcast right now so I can go file some divorce papers.
Oh, come on. Not yet.
Dude.
Not yet.
Why?
I haven't got enough time to get more than half. Oh!
I always thought that was your motive, and now it's true.
Oh, no way, baby.
I'm gonna cry.
I wouldn't give you up for
Good
all the money in the world, honey.
John said, like John Belch said on the chat, looks like that Bigfoot has elephantitis of the D.
Well, that was a big, giant rectangle they made to make that little void mark there.
I feel like there should be, if like we could prove that Bigfoot was real, that would make some really beautiful Guinness World Records.
Oh, sure. Beautiful, huh? Okay,
that.
as soon as we find Bigfoot, he's getting into the porn industry. That's where we're going to make our real money. All right?
The problem with my whole thing about that Democratic lady's tweet is
that you're basically inherently naughty.
No, my problem with that Democratic woman's tweet, and then we can move on to other less frustrating things, is she's equating white supremacy with Bigfoot erotica. Like, those are not equal friggin' sins.
Not at all. I mean, most Bigfoot encounters, it's an adult, okay?
You said Bigfoot had a big delivery.
Yeah, I'm not even going to get into that.
I love you. All right, so I'm very sad that Chris must be gone because I feel like Chris Walsh would have commented on this.
On Bigfoot?
Yeah. John Bell said, put Shaun in a Chewbacca suit and you're rich on OnlyFans.
Hey, look at this Bigfoot. He was not blessed in that down there department.
Why did you go there? Babe?
Because it's the OnlyFans. It's got to be naughty.
I know, but I don't think they'll need to see the thingy.
They're going to need to see something, baby, besides me in a Bigfoot costume.
He does have a Bigfoot costume, John Bell. It's really mine.
It's your Bigfoot costume.
But I wasn't very believable.
She doesn't fill it out.
I wasn't a believable Bigfoot. Shaun, however, is a believable Bigfoot.
Man, it's so hot in there.
All right.
God.
Let's talk about weird world records.
All
right. So this man, whose name I cannot pronounce, is, and this is from AtYouUp.com.
AtYouUp.
His name is, I believe, Etibar Elcheyev, and he took the title for, quote, most spoons balanced on a human body. And he put 50 spoons on his body.
Hey, they must have some rules for that, because if I lay down, you can fit a lot more than 50 spoons on my body.
I'll show people the picture of him.
And they'll be perfectly balanced.
No, I think you have to stand up. And you know how like when you put a spoon on your nose in a restaurant when you're super bored?
Yeah, I've had 49 on my nose before.
His spoons are not like the
they're backwards.
Yeah, they're backwards, man. Like they're just.
He's just got an extreme sweating syndrome.
I don't know what it is, but he doesn't look really happy.
He does not look happy at all.
About this. Like, he does not look like, yeah.
Maybe those spoons are made of steel and he's got a giant magnet up his butt. That's why he doesn't look happy. And they're all just sticking to him.
He's a very unhappy looking man. Like, you kind of feel like, hey, you got a world record. You got however many spoons on you. Go, yeah. Diaz, how did he discover his talents? A drunken night. I think he looks like he kind of needs a drunken night.
He walked into his apartment one night drunk and fell down and spilled the silverware rack, and they all stuck to him.
See, alien implants.
Yeah. There's no balancing. That's not. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's really kind of weird.
Yeah, like for those of you who can't see this and are only listening to it, he basically had like all these spoons all around the upper part of his chest, facing out,
Yeah,
like a
face-
shawl. He doesn't have much of a neck, and he's like looking really grumpy, like constipated grumpy, like
I'm telling you, he is. He's got a magnet in his butt. And the spoons are just sticking to his. He could have put 300 on there, but he didn't want anybody to catch him.
all right, Farrar.
All right.
Do you have an interesting world record that somebody has strangely decided to create and
I keep
win?
getting older and they just stay the same. Anyways, yes.
Shaun Kelly.
In Iceland, which is where you want to go, and now I know why.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Reykjavik.
Is Bigfoot there?
Huh?
Is Bigfoot there?
No, they have the Phallological Museum.
Ooh.
And it contains over 200 penises. But it's not what you're thinking. Because I know you're thinking like sex toys. But it's not. They're all natural.
Oh.
Like a fox penis or a whale penis. That's my life's goal. When I die, I want to be in that museum.
No, baby. No. But I think we should create that museum here in Bar Harbor.
Oh, yeah?
Dude, how much money would we make off of that?
I don't know. Can we have a lobster penis? Because we need a lobster
Do
penis.
lobsters have penises?
I don't know that. That's kind of the joke. But you really stumped me with that question. But back to me being in the museum.
Honey, no.
No, you can have a little display, and it doesn't have to be anything except a magnifying glass.
Oh my! Why is it your running joke?
That's just so funny. You could be one of the tags could be like penis in my ex-husband, and there could be nothing in there, but there could be a magnifying glass hanging off the side.
When did you become my ex-husband?
I'm not.
Okay.
I was talking about one of them other guys.
Oh, 82 of them.
I thought it was 81.
I didn't tell you about the butcher from Staten Island.
You don't even know where he's from.
He's from Staten Island. Oh, Dee said there's a record for the world's largest vegan burger.
No, there's not.
I want to know.
Count for nothing.
Yes, it does. I want to know about the vegan burger. Did you know that lobsters can shoot pee forward?
So can I. That's not a big deal.
No, that's not. All right, the difference is...
Like sometimes I can't even control it.
Okay, Grandpa. The difference is that lobsters, their bladders are right underneath their brains.
So is mine sometimes.
So they have reservoirs, right? That store the bladders. They store all the urine, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just underneath their little eye stalks.
Yeah.
And they connect to these nozzles, and both male and female lobsters can squirt pee.
Out of their eye?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Well, they can't enter the milk squirting contest then. That's cheating. They'll just drink a bunch of milk and squirt it out of their eye. Jesus. Although, how far did you say?
Lobsters?
Yeah.
Oh, I already forgot, man.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, the eye guy was 9 feet 2 inches, and I can't even pee that far.
That's a lot.
That's long.
That's a lot, man.
Long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up the vegan burger, I guess, because.
What? Because you love a vegan burger. If you put some avocado and bacon on a vegan burger, Carrie loves it.
Shaun makes a really good black bean burger, but he never makes it for me, and it's one of my favorite things in the world because kill an animal for it, and it tastes absolutely delicious, and he will not make that for me.
It's because you never reminded me.
Because he doesn't love
All you gotta do is ask.
And he's all meat.
Dude, I eat one vegetarian a meal a week at least.
It's not enough.
At least.
Not
she
enough.
sneaks one by me. She'd be like, hey, how about ravioli with oyster sauce? I'd be like, oh, that sounds great. I love oysters. but she was eating oyster mushrooms.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's deceit.
It's not deceit.
It is.
It's just not telling the whole truth.
That's omission.
So
Deception by omission.
Dee sent me the vegan burger in Facebook Messenger, but it's a video, so I'm still trying to get to the details.
Wait a minute.
It's gross though.
Time out.
Yeah.
I need to download the timeout.
Okay.
And once again, it's because of Kate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, go down to her message there.
Hold on. Okay.
After D.
Friend Kate, what the heck are you listening to? Me.
I took that more as like, but hopefully it was more like,
Sorry, Kate.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kate's friend.
So back to that vegan burger.
All right, so the vegan burger is a Guinness Book of World Records video, I think, and hopefully I can get to it. And it is why are you laughing?
Finish up your vegan burger, baby.
What?
Do your vegan burger.
All right, so
it's on fire.
Those are the people making the largest vegan burger, and it's like the Bar Harbor Rotary Club during the Lobster Festival is outside. There's tents going on. There's somebody narrating everything that's happening.
Is that what he's doing?
I believe so. But the burger looked like, how big was that baby? Like,
I don't know, 5 or 6 feet across.
It looked, here, let's skip ahead maybe.
Not,
it is huge and beautiful.
But look at the interior. It looks like it's made out of tofu or something.
My gosh, it is gorgeous.
Oh, that's disgusting.
No, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's
look at that
gorgeous.
edge.
So for those of you,
Sayre,
it
looks like it's molded out of mud.
Sayre, I think that it's definitely not a chicken.
No,
it's definitely vegan.
That's vegan.
And I am not sure exactly. Oh, we've moved on. So sorry.
What are you doing?
I went to another thing. So then Dee also sent us a beautiful. Oh, it's not going. I'm so sorry. Hold on.
Oh, we've lost control of the site now. I'm going to move on to my next record: the most orgasms in 1 hour. What?
Is that really what you're going to talk about? Please
no, I'm just trying to get you back on track here, baby. Actually, though, according to the Center for Marital and Sexual Studies in California, they once observed 134 orgasms from a single woman in 1 hour.
What? This
very tired woman had 100.
Why would someone count that or do that? Why do people do these things?
I don't know. Maybe they were studying some type of disorder. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
But by contrast, the record for men stands at a measly 16 orgasms in 1 hour.
Women are better.
Which I still consider pretty impressive myself. I mean... Never mind, we're not going to talk about that.
Okay,
but so seems a lot for a dude.
So I don't know where to go.
Well, how about what's your record, baby?
Okay, no. So that giant vegan burger, it took 9 hours for them to cook.
I'm sure it did.
Yeah, that's big.
It was like 5 or 6 inches thick.
It was huge. It weighed 160.5 kilograms.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's over 300 pounds.
That's a lot. That's a big vegan.
It's nasty. It didn't even have any bacon on it.
It might have had vegan bacon on it.
Well, you know.
Vegan bacon's better than
all right, let's get off of that vegan burger. There's
gosh.
Much more interesting stuff.
I don't know, man.
Huh?
I don't know. All right, so according to At You Up, on August 8th, 2010, before the days of COVID, 102 thrill seekers gathered to set the record for most naked riders on a theme park ride.
Where?
I don't know where.
Oh, it didn't say where?
No, it just said that it happened.
Oh, man, that's so good.
But I hope they wiped down all those seats.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know what the ride was, because how much flopping was going on.
I have a picture. Do you want me to show you the picture?
Yeah.
All right. We're getting way too many share screens for me to do tonight. It's working me hard.
It's a new skill they just made available on this program.
All right, there you go. Can you see them?
That's like a little kiddie roller coaster.
I don't care. There's a lot of naked things.
But you can't see anything.
No. Did you want to see things?
There's a bunch of tilting going on at least. Maybe not. Yeah, there's some flopping going on side to side.
I just want them to make sure they clean everything up.
Oh, I'm sure they bleached that. They probably just got like a weed killer backpack thing where you fill it full of bleach and sprayed all those seats down.
Our dog's barking.
Oh well.
Do you want to go get her?
No, because then she'll come in here and make all kinds of noise.
Dude, it's better than barking.
I don't know.
And our other dog's snoring. I don't know if anybody can hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's sleeping with the cat.
Yeah, well, that's how it works over here. So DS, did they come up to the rides in robes and disrobe when getting on, or did they walk into the park nude? I know there's so many questions, right? How did this happen? I want to know the process, the execution of it, everything.
I would have had to at least had a pair of flip-flops on. Because you know how tender my feet are.
It's very wimpy.
And I would have looked really weird because I would have been covered head to toe with zinc oxide for the sun. Because I can't imagine the sunburns I would have gotten. Holy smokes.
So I don't know if this is the same group of people, but there's a nudist group in Britain called the British Naturism. And it says that they tried to break the record at Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Blackpool Pleasure Beach?
Yes. I wonder if they picked their place to break the record.
When we buy a house down south of the pool, can we name our pool that?
No, we're not naming our pool the
Pleasure Beach.
Pleasure
Like we're going to have that pool
Beach.
guy from HCTV come in and do a freaking with, the grotto and the lagoon.
No.
It'll be Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
No. Anyways, so the original record was set in 2010 when there was 102 naked nakies, and they went on, quote, the Green Scream roller coaster, and that one was at Adventureland in England.
Yeah.
But the new attempt was on, quote, the notoriously bumpy roller coaster called the Grand National.
I want it shouldn't count unless the roller coaster goes upside down.
Dee's like, did they put an ad in the paper or make a Facebook thing group called Naked Riders?
Well, it's a nudist club anyways, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
so it all depends on the membership. They gotta have a membership drive to make the new record.
I think you should get our dog, babe.
We got one barking and one snoring worse than I do at night.
I know. We only have 7 minutes left of the podcast. What do we do?
I don't know. Can anybody hear our dog barking or our other dog snoring?
There it goes.
Oh, no response
All
again.
right. Well, they'll tell us eventually.
Everybody's gone. You scared them off, baby.
I did not scare them off. Hey, there's a record for runners dressed in inflatable sumo costumes.
Oh my God. That is a weird record.
How do you think of that? How do you think, hey, let's all get, you know what we should do for Bar Harbor?
What?
For Maine? Lobster. Everybody running in a race in lobster costumes.
Oh, yeah.
That would be
Everybody's
amazing.
a runner around here.
Everybody's a runner.
The problem is, where do we come up with all the costumes? They got to make them themselves or what?
I don't know. Yeah, everybody just buys their own lobster costume. Who doesn't want a lobster costume?
I don't.
That's because you got your Bigfoot costume. Dee said that she can indeed hear Sparty snoring.
Well, I can wake him up. That's easy.
High quality.
Hey.
No, don't wake him up. He woke him up.
He'll go back to sleep.
He yawned.
That'll get us through the rest of the podcast.
And Doug said, amusingly, I think about the naked roller coaster men. I bet it was a flop.
And women too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially if it goes upside down. What?
How old are you, babe? How old?
You know how old I am.
12.
No.
13.
17.
All right, you want to hear about the most expensive dessert in the world?
Yeah, I do.
It is
I want to try a piece.
It is a frozen hot HAUTE chocolate, and it costs $25,000.
And what is it?
It looks like a ice cream sundae, and Gabby the dog is barking about it because it's so amazing.
They can't hear that.
So it's basically it's served in a crystal goblet with 18-karat gold, and there's a white diamond bracelet attached to the neck of the goblet.
Do you get to keep it?
I would hope so.
Because otherwise I don't care about it. I'm not paying for that crap.
And then the goblet is further laced with 23-karat edible gold. And
I'm not paying the crap out gold either.
You ain't paying the crap out of it? Okay. And so then it also has...
I can drink some Goldschlager if I want to do that.
It has a hot chocolate mix that has 14 rare and secret cocos. 14 of the world's rarest and most expensive cocos are from Africa and South America. And then it has milk and ice cubes and whipped cream and shavings from the world's most expensive truffle, which is called La Madeleine au Truffle, which costs $2,500 a pound. And then on the top is
Do you know how many shavings you can get from a pound of truffles?
Anyways,
$8 million worth, apparently.
On the top are 5 grams of 24 carats edible gold.
Once again, Goldschlager.
And then it has a $14,000 jewel encrusted spoon.
I don't care.
You get to keep the bracelet and the spoon.
You do?
Yes.
Well, I gotta do the math then. But still, I don't think it's enough. Because I can take some Ben & Jerry's chocolate ice cream and put some Goldschlager on it, and I got the same thing.
Not the same thing.
Man.
Wait.
People with money be so stupid.
You know what always, the records that always kind of freak me out?
Yeah, what?
Oh, before we go there, let's say what D said. Well, I don't like chocolate or whipped cream, so I don't need that at all.
What? D, what on earth do you like?
What do you like, D? What's your favorite food, D? As D tells us what their favorite food is, I'm going to go back and say, you know, the records I don't get are the ones where people cover their bodies in bees.
Oh, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Or one.
Yeah, like this one guy, like the original world record was 59, like someone carrying 59 pounds of bees all over themselves. And this other guy from China, who's a beekeeper, covered his body with 73 pounds.
Yeah, wasn't that like 650,000 bees or something?
It was like 330,000
okay.
bees. That's a lot of bees.
I wonder how many times he got stung.
I don't know, but like, why would you think to make that record? And why would you think to like break that record? Speaking of which, there's another record.
Yeah.
Where 1,213 people all put facial masks on their faces for 10 minutes at the same time.
That's stupid.
Like, how do you get everybody to do that with you?
I don't know. I got a world record. Most hickeys on any one body.
Is that real?
No, we should go for it. I'll be the record holder.
No. I know. No.
What?
No, that's not classy.
I know. That's how, because it's those obscure things you got to find if you want to set a new record.
I'm trying to aspire to be more classy.
Come on, man.
He just laughs. He just like, yeah, you never should have married me. He said, you never should have married me.
What is this classy you speak of? I do
it's a
like
good thing my parents are
dead,
dead, is all I have to say. What?
What?
I said it's a good thing my parents are dead. What?
Oh, your parents would love me. Yeah, they would. Giddy up. Anyways, Dee said Italian pizza. Italian food is her favorite.
Pasta and pizza.
Yeah. That's what we had tonight.
We did. Pasta. We had pasta with shrimp.
Shrimps. Pesto.
All right. Baby, do you have any more things to say before we go?
I got all kinds of things to say, but we don't have enough time for them.
All right.
I'll go with a A G-rated one here.
Oh, thank goodness.
The longest distance for catching a grape in somebody's mouth.
Mm.
It was 354 feet. So that's the length of a football field.
How do you even toss a grape that
Now,
far?
I was just going to say, how the heck they got the grape all that way, I don't know. But that guy was able to catch it in his mouth. He choked to death and died right after.
Like, did they have some sort of shooter that shot the grape?
Probably some air-powered thing.
I hope it was seedless.
It doesn't really matter. If you don't choke on the grape, the seeds will be all right.
Dee said that she had pizza because she was too tired to cook pasta.
Okay, one more question before we
next
go.
week. Yes.
I want to know what Dee's favorite kind of pizza is.
Ooh,
like toppings and stuff.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should have unusual pizzas as our topic next week.
What?
No?
Is there such a thing as an unusual pizza?
I'm sure there is.
Is there?
If people put 73 pounds of bees on their body, you really think that we live in a world where there's not unusual pizzas? And Dee's favorite pizza is pepperoni and cheese.
That's like traditionalist right there, right?
Very traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite pizza, baby?
Oh, I don't know. Probably something like barbecue chicken.
Like a meat lover's barbecue
or
chicken.
just a meat lover's, period, with some anchovies and sausage and pepperoni and hamburger and ham and, I don't know, barbecue brisket.
Oh my gosh.
And,
so meat. So Sayara's favorite is chicken roll. Yay.
a chicken roll sounds fantastic.
I think that sounds really good right now. I don't know what my favorite food is.
Oh.
Oysters?
My favorite
samosas?
Food?
Yeah.
Jeez, I don't know. I got too many favorites.
A lot of crab rangoons. If you put anything in a hand pie, I'm pretty happy, honestly.
Yeah, if you put it inside of a pastry and you can hold it in your hand and eat it,
I'm happy.
Carrie loves it.
Like, give me an empanada, saltanya, a samosa, like
Jamaican beef patty.
Jamaican beef patty. I'm like, yay! Egg roll, spring roll. I just want, I want to mix, man. I want to mix. So anyways,
baby, I think we got to cut out of here.
Woo, thanks for hanging out with us, those of you who survived.
Thank you. I know, I think a lot of people dropped off.
And those of you in different time zones, I hope you go back to bed.
Oh, yeah. My God. Sleep is of the utmost importance.
Yeah. Like, whew.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much. And thanks for hanging out. And I hope you all have a good Friday or Saturday, if it's Saturday already where you are. And next week, we'll see if we can keep it G-rated.
No, never. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Have a great week.
Goodbye, Kate. I hope your friend forgives you for listening to us. Bye, Dee.
Yeah.
Bye, Coop.
Jeez.
Have a great week. See you later. I have to find the outro, Shaun, so say something for another second.
I gotta tell you, we appreciate you guys being here so very much.
So very much. I found it.
Yeah, you did?
Uh-huh. Here comes the outro.
Thank you for listening to Loving the Strange. Please be sure to like and subscribe. And remember, embrace the strange. New episodes every Saturday, live streaming Fridays. Go get your strange on, friends. Thanks for listening.